All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and I have to say that Ilhan Omar had just committed a crime in this leaked video. Now, if y'all noticed a few days ago, we covered a video with AOC pretty much teaching migrants how to avoid ICE, how to avoid being caught by Tom Homan and stuff like that. I mean, that right there is just unbelievable to me. You got these Democrats trying to teach migrants, illegal aliens who committed crimes, trying to teach them how to avoid being caught. That goes to show you the Democrats never cared about the American people. They never did. I've been calling it out. Everybody been calling this stuff out. That the Democrats never cared about the American people. They care about the illegal aliens more than they care about the American people. They know what these illegal aliens done did ever since they done crossed the border because of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris policies, just letting them just flood the country, what they done did to innocent Americans. And now you had AOC on video teaching them how to avoid being caught. And now we got Ilhan Omar, who has been doing the same thing AOC has been doing. And a lot of people say, why is Ilhan Omar not deported? So they said she could be arrested. And Tom Homan is not playing around with Ilhan Omar or AOC. He already said he looking into what they are doing, because that right there don't make no sense at all for them to be trying to teach these illegal aliens how to avoid being caught. I mean, how can you explain it? And they talking about AOC might run in 2028. Who gonna vote for her? Because I can guarantee you this. If it's J.D. Vance is going to bring this up. This woman never cared about the American people. She was trying to teach illegal aliens how to not be caught. Her campaign is over with. That's all he got to mention. Her campaign is done. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and dive straight into this. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. That way y'all can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And please let me know in the comment section that you did stay to the end, because it definitely helps get the video out there so more people can see my reaction. That definitely will help the channel grow. So please let me know in the comment section that you did stay to the end. And without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and dive straight into this by Liberal Hypocrisy. He got even more on what's going on and what these Democrats are doing. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. The leftist virtue signaling has just gotten completely out of control. And you know how I know this? You know how I know it's all gone too far? Because now, well, we've got these leftoid activists virtue signaling themselves directly into committing felonies. I guess virtue signaling straight to frickin' prison.
Right to jail.
Yep, I think some of these people are taking the hashtag resistance LARP maybe a little bit too seriously. And now, some would say finally, the hammer is coming down. For years, these leftoids have acted like illegal immigration is some sort of moral crusade. They've convinced themselves that they're on the right side of history, and in defense of illegal migration, they've lied, obstructed, and even gone as far to aid and abet illegal immigrants, which I would argue is aiding and abetting the cartels, but anyways, we'll get into that later. And now it's all starting to bite them in the behind. We got Tom Homan now confirming that the DOJ has in fact identified the individual or possible individuals who have been leaking ICE raid information. And of course, those people are going to be criminally charged. Nice resistance. These clowns are protecting the cartels, and now probably in some woke protest, and now they're going to be seeing a prison cell pretty soon. Tom Homan is not messing around. He was serious when he said that this would happen, but the left simply doesn't want to listen. They're too caught up in their activist bubble. And actually, it's got me thinking that, you know, maybe Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar might be the next suspects on the list. Let's have a conversation about this continued lawless Democrat behavior. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Okay, so here's the first clip that I want to show you guys. Take a look at this.
Tom, where are these leaks coming from?
We think it's coming from inside, and we know the first leak of Aurora is under current investigation. We think we identified that person. Under investigation right now. The California leak, Secretary Noem, you know, she's correct. Some of the information we're receiving tends to lead toward the FBI. But I talked to the Deputy Attorney General all this weekend. They've opened up a criminal investigation, and they have promised that not only this person lose their job and lose their pension, they're going to go to jail.
Well, there you have it. Somebody's about to FAFO big time. And let's be absolutely clear as to what's going on here. This isn't just some harmless leak. These were leaks that sabotaged ICE operations in their efforts targeting violent gang members. Gang members who pose a very significant threat to the American public.
Mayorkas signed an order that said for 18 months they were going to extend this protection to people that are on temporary protected status, which meant they were going to be able to stay here and violate our laws for another 18 months, and we stopped that. Today we signed an executive order within the Department of Homeland Security in a direction that we were not going to follow through on what he did to tie our hands, that we are going to follow the process, evaluate all of these individuals that are in our country, including the Venezuelans that are here and members of TDA.
And now you mean to tell me that there was an individual somewhere in the federal government that warned these people ahead of time? This is how bad things have gotten. And then we have people like Jen Psaki and...
That's crazy. Warn them ahead of time. And then you look at that like there's somebody leaking it, and then turn around, you got AOC and Ilhan Omar pretty much saying, hey, y'all, hey, illegal aliens who committed crimes on American people, this is how you avoid being caught. This is how, if Tom Home and them pull up on you, this is what you should say. This is what you should do. Y'all should be able to stay here whether you here illegally or not. These people are ridiculous. And I'm telling you now, Tom Homan is going to make an example out of Ilhan Omar and AOC. The AOC just thinks she can just get away with everything. The stuff that comes out of that lady's mouth is just insane to me. And she thinks she can just keep doing this and nothing is going to happen. Now you up on here pretty much committing a crime by trying to say, hey, this is how you avoid ICE, and you telling it to illegal aliens. You ain't showing no care about the American people, because if you did, you wouldn't be doing this crap. You wouldn't be up on here just because you hate Donald Trump. You know Donald Trump is doing the right thing. Y'all mad because Elon Musk and Donald Trump has pretty much showed y'all corruption, how y'all been stealing taxpayers' dollar, enriching y'allself, and y'all been mad because y'all have been exposed. And now you're trying to go out and teach illegal aliens how to avoid being caught. Like, come on, man.
And other Democrats talking about how unprecedented and how unacceptable it is that Donald Trump is doing a purge at these departments. I mean, come on.
Gonna do it.
There are so many bad actors in these departments, unelected individuals, just bureaucrats who are actively leaking and attempting to sabotage Donald Trump's efforts to pursue the mandate that the American voters gave him. The actions that this administration is taking to purge these bureaus of these activist resistance folks is totally justified. And in fact, I don't even think it's going far enough. A clear message must be sent by this administration that this lawless behavior and this aiding and abetting of cartels has to stop. In my view, it can't just be the leaker. You know, again, it's the same standard that Democrats laid out. Nobody is above the law. And that should apply to all the mayors who have enacted these sanctuary city policies that have essentially protected criminals. Those individuals should absolutely be held accountable. And the latest and probably one of the most shocking part of this story is the Democrat politicians who have been openly advising illegal migrants on how to evade ICE. We've got Ilhan Omar, for instance.
Waxaan ula talinayaa dadka Soomaalida ah haddii ay maxaa la dhahaa ii sheeg ICE ay isku dayaan inay ku su'aalaan ma ku qasban tihid inaad su'aalahooda aad ka jawaabtid waxaad dhihi kartaa lawyer advice.
So she pretty much telling them if ICE show up or like question you, just state that you were advised by a lawyer. So you pretty much telling them to lie. Like this is how stupid these Democrats are. She's on camera saying, pretty much telling them, if Tom Home and them, if ICE, like, if they confront you, just lie to them. Just state that you were advised by a lawyer not to answer questions. I mean, you got to be freaking kidding me. And you're talking about somebody who's been to jail numerous of times. Like this is ridiculous. Listen to this crap.
isku dayaan inay ku su'aalaan ma ku qasban tihid inaad su'aalahooda aad ka jawaabtid waxaad dhihi kartaa lawyer advice garay inaanan ku jawaabin qasab ma aha magacaaga iyo sharciga ku joogtid iyo waxaas oo dhan iisaa ku imaataybo inaad kala hadashid marka baro sharciyada iskuna diyaari in aad maxaa la dhahaa isheeg aadan dadkaaniiti aadan u sheegin information aadan rabin inay ogaadaan.
Who seems to be using her platform to advise illegal migrants on how to stay in the country illegally.
Wow.
Then, of course, we've got Governor Chris Murphy.
I don't want to get into too much detail, but there's someone in our broader universe whose immigration status is not yet at the point that they are trying to get it to. And we said, you know what, let's have her live at our house above our garage. And good luck to the feds coming in to try to get her.
Then we've got Dan Goldman, who allegedly was advising illegal Chinese immigrants on how to stay in the country.
You have the right to remain silent. And in most cases, ICE cannot search you or your things without your consent. In all circumstances, you have the right.
I mean, listen to these people. Listen to them, like, taking up for illegal, like, it ain't the point they're illegal alien. They taking up for criminals. They taking up for criminals, trying to teach criminals how to pretty much not get caught by ICE. This is what you should say. You shouldn't have to answer their question. They can't question you. They can't do this. These people sitting on here with bold faces, sitting up here just looking into this camera and telling these convicted people, you know what I'm saying, like, this is how you can just stay here. You don't have to answer their questions. This is how you evade being caught. Like, listen to this crap, man. And all of them on this camera telling them how to avoid being caught need to be in jail. That'll stop the rest of them who gonna come out and try to do this crap.
Videotape the officers so long as you don't interfere with their work. If an immigration officer comes to your door, you do not have to open it. Always ask if they have a judicial, court-ordered arrest warrant. If an immigration officer comes to your place of work, you do not have to answer their questions.
Then, of course, we've got Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez basically doing the exact same thing.
Wow.
When one of these things comes to your backyard, you can resist. Know your rights. That's one tangible thing you can do that I want you to do. And that means know your rights if you are a US citizen as well. Because what ICE tries to do is that they rely on people not knowing their rights in order to enter buildings, in order to search workplaces, etc.
So, like, these people like AOC and them, they pretty much saying they didn't care about Lake and Riley. They didn't care about any of the innocent women that got, you know, taken out by these illegal aliens. They don't care about any of that. They sitting up here promoting and helping these illegal aliens, no matter what they do to American people. They just don't care. It's like if they come to your job, you don't have to answer. If they come to your door, you don't have to answer. This is how you avoid them. Make sure you do this. Make sure you know your rights. Hey, man, this is ridiculous, man. This is just bad.
You can do is protect people around you and also make sure that you are slowing down this system.
Slowing down the system.
They operate, the less they can break.
And not only was AOC telling illegal migrants not to cooperate with ICE, but she was also allegedly passing around pamphlets instructing them on how to avoid arrest. Here's the pamphlet in question, which she posted on her Instagram. I've got the English and Spanish version side by side here. You could pause the video and go ahead and read it. You know, something has to be done. These people are aiding and abetting the cartels. And in the case of the government employee who leaked the ICE raid information, it could be argued that that individual was acting as an informant to the cartels. I mean, this is serious stuff. I'm not talking about the bogus lawfare the Democrats.
I mean, y'all, look at this right here. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Made a pamphlet, confirmed that they are actually ICE and not a different law enforcement agency. Pay attention to the words that appear on their uniform and write them down. This could be ICE, ERO, or HSI. You have the right to record. If you feel safe, take video or photos of what the officers are doing and note how many. Write down the time, date, and exact location of encounter. Timestamp when they show up and leave. Once verified, share this information with your networks. Note, please make sure to only share verified information, something that you or somewhere you trust has seen with your own eyes, this ensures that we don't create any unnecessary stress, fear, or anxiety. Know your rights. So this is what she pretty much was handing out to them. Telling them, this is what y'all do. Like, why is you up here helping illegal aliens? Do you not see what these people done did? And you're sitting here trying to help them? And you had Joe Biden and Kamala Harris lying to us the entire time? It's like, come on. And that's the reason why I said before, Kamala Harris was lying the entire time. She was never going to send the illegal aliens back to their country. If she would have won, they'll still be here. She was just saying whatever it took just to win. And once she wins, she was going to get 4 years, whether she knew she lied to people or not. She knew she was going to get 4 years. She was never going to send them back to their country. She was just saying whatever to get elected. Thank God we dodged a freaking bullet, because look what AOC, look what all these Democrats are doing now. Pretty much helping these illegal aliens. That just go to show you. That's why you never heard Kamala Harris say anything about Laken Riley. She never said anything about her or the rest of the young ladies. She never said anything about them. She didn't care. They cared about illegal aliens being here. And man, like I said before, y'all, we dodged a freaking bullet of Kamala Harris not becoming president. We dodged a bullet. I'm so happy President Trump won.
Engage in. No, these people are legitimately breaking the law. Let's be absolutely clear. Under Section 8 U.S. Code 1324, it is illegal to harbor, conceal, or shield illegal aliens from detention. And well, if you're encouraging illegal migrants and instructing them and showing them how to evade law enforcement, that's gotta be a violation of this law, no? Unless it specifically only applies to physically harboring, concealing, or shielding an illegal migrant. It's hard to say how this law would be interpreted or whether or not it applies, but either way, they're certainly aiding and abetting criminals, and that just has to stop. The lawlessness has to stop.
Yep.
Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys.
Well, there we go right there. Salute to Liberal High Mind. Make sure y'all go over to his channel. Go subscribe to him. Let him know that the real Adogg sent you. But I definitely had to check out this clip, because we just checked out the clip the other day of AOC pretty much teaching them how to avoid being caught. Now you got Ilhan Omar. Then you got even more Democrats doing the same thing, trying to help these illegal aliens. I mean, they trying to stop President Trump's agenda so bad. They knew what President Trump said he was going to do. The American people voted for this. We voted for President Trump because he said he was going to get rid of these illegal aliens, send them back to their country, expose the fraud from the Democrats, and they are mad. They just trying to stop President Trump's agenda so they can have something to run with. President Trump promised y'all he was going to get rid of illegal aliens, but he didn't do it. That's what they trying to stop. They trying to stop his agenda to make it seem like he lied to become president. It's like, come on, man. So like I said before, Tom Homan is not playing around. He's not playing around, nor is Donald Trump. So like I said, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.